Hi, NEM community around the world. I'm Alexis Trujillo, and this is the NEM Show. Due security and architecture, some tokens are more easy to trade than others in centralized exchanges. The SEM token is well built in those areas, and that's why it needs some help to assure liquidity in those environments. A platform like Hummingbot, an open source software designed to perform strategic trading operations, can assure the NEM token to access the DeFi markets in a simple way they call liquid mining. Today, Carlo Lasmarias, CEO and co-founder of Hummingbot, will talk about this topic and how this bot can help adding value to our ecosystem. Yes, the keyword here is liquidity. It's the way how a blockchain can export its value to the DeFi movement. And to give us a little explanation about how does that movement works and how liquidity mining works, we have Carlo Lasmarias. He's joining us to explain all that. Welcome, Carlo, to the NEM Show.
Thanks for having me, Alexis.
No. Thank you for your time, man. We've been talking about, lately about liquidity mining, which is, of course, it's a different approach to a centralized exchange made for some tokens, of course, but how specifically? How can specifically work liquidity mining?
Sure, a good question. So obviously liquidity mining's really been the craze lately in DeFi over the past few months. So the concept of liquidity mining. And it's been exciting because liquidity mining accomplished two main things. So the first, it introduced another token use case for token holders by allowing them to deploy their assets and earn token rewards for contributing to the liquidity and tradability of the tokens. This is really important because token liquidity, or lack of it, has really been an ongoing problem in the crypto markets. And lack of liquidity is what contributes to price volatility and inefficiency of acquiring and selling tokens. And the second thing liquidity mining did was create a way for the general public, so normal traders or everyone, to participate in and contribute to providing liquidity to the markets. And the decentralized market making allows for crowdsourced liquidity. So in the past, this role was previously only limited to really sophisticated professional hedge funds and professional market makers, which are really expensive, and hiring them is not really sustainable for most token issuers and exchanges. And so liquidity mining has become really popular lately, but it has really only taken off in the Ethereum blockchain so far, with protocols like Balancer, Curve, and Uniswap, which are automated market maker smart contracts that facilitate trading. So what our platform does, Hummingbot Miner, it enables liquidity mining on centralized exchanges. So this allows us to extend liquidity mining to many more tokens, to many more blockchains, particularly ones that are not Ethereum-based tokens, for example, such as ZEM.
These recent days, you made a tutorial with our Nick Pelecanos, the head of trading of the NEM group, and you were explaining how can we use Hummingbot, okay? How we, the NEM community, can use Hummingbot. I invite you all to watch the tutorial. It's great, it's fantastic. But can you give us, in a short list, how can we join that? How can we use Hummingbot? Just a short explanation. And just for telling us, just an excuse to telling us what benefits will bring Hummingbot to the NEM community?
Sure. So we have the liquidity mining campaign that's launching on November 3rd, which will offer a reward pool of $5,000 worth of ZEM tokens per month as initial reward pool for anyone trading, making markets, or creating orders in the ZEM BTC and ZEM ETH trading pairs on Binance. And if there's a lot of participation from the community, there's potential that NEM would even grow this reward pool. So the rewards can be earned by anyone who makes orders in ZEM tokens. So providing liquidity on Binance.com. So what that means is placing buy and sell orders and creating orders and adding to order book depth. So this is what facilitates the tradability of tokens in the market. But typically this could be a complex process, or you wouldn't want to do this manually. So in the tutorial, I showed Nick how to use Hummingbot, which is our open source trading bot, which allows you to automate this. So it allows thousands of traders to anyone to basically automate creating orders in the order book and participate in the campaign.
So Hummingbot will be some sort of trading for dummies through liquidity mining, right?
We've tried to make it as easy as possible. Obviously, automated trading, market making is complex, but what we've done is we have provided resources. So we have support full time. We've tried to make it as easy as possible for anyone. And we've actually been pretty successful. So we have hundreds of folks in our community who are new to market making, new to this kind of trading. And we've been able to successfully onboard them because we have tried to make it first as easy, but also provided support and materials, blogs, tutorials, so that anyone who wants to participate can learn.
And that's great because we've been watching a hype about that. And speaking of that, there's an upcoming AMA where you will be in, okay? Of course, you'll be developing a little more deep into these topics. But what can we expect to see in that AMA?
Sure, in the AMA, I think we'll cover a number of things. So basically how the liquidity mining campaigns works, how rewards are earned, also questions from participants. I think of anyone new to Hummingbot, so how they can, any questions about how to run, operate the bot, and also kind of generally more probably about the concept of how can we take the concept of liquidity mining and how we've been able to enable this for centralized exchanges.
Well, and it's a good time for me to invite to you all who are watching the show to join our social media, okay, and participate in the discussion. Please send us your comments, okay? We're here for you. Please tell us who do you want to see in our show, okay? Carlo, we're talking about here about SEM, okay? Hummingbot is working currently with SEM. But will Hummingbot will be also working with Symbol, with this, with XYM, our token for Symbol in the future?
Sure. Well, the current liquidity mining campaign is for ZEM tokens, just because that's the only token that's available right now on the exchanges on Binance.com. But once Symbol tokens are issued and available, we could definitely extend the liquidity mining campaign to Symbol tokens. And actually, it has a lot of benefits for Symbol tokens, because typically when we see a new token issued and a new token in the market, there's a period of volatility just because the market tries to figure out what's the fair value, what's the price of the token. And so this process is called price discovery. And so the more folks we have participating in trading, in market making, so the more folks we have participating in the liquidity mining campaign and contributing to the trading of ZEM, the more efficiently we're able to have this process of price discovery. So we think definitely having Symbol be included would have a lot of benefit.
And have you given it a look yet about a Symbol? How do you like Symbol?
Yeah, I think we're definitely interested. So I think it's definitely a new focus and is another way to optimize business applications on blockchain. So we're definitely excited to see it launched.
Well, and we expect, of course, for you and more to join Symbol as well as this one. Well, thank you, Carlo Las Marias, for your time. Okay, the CEO of Hummingbot. If you have, Carlos, some final thoughts you would want to share with our NEM community, please do so.
Sure. I think just wanted to say that participating in the liquidity mining campaign would be a good way to help support the NEM project, also help the trading of ZEM, and ultimately and eventually Symbol tokens as well. So while at the same time being able to earn token rewards. It's also a really good way for anyone curious about the world of automated quant algorithmic trading. So this form of trading was previously only limited to like sophisticated billion-dollar hedge funds in the traditional financial markets. But now what we're doing is try to make it available to anyone. And it's a really fast and growing way to trade crypto. And even though it may sound intimidating, we have been able to turn hundreds of novice traders and non-technical users into quant traders. And we have quite a number of tutorials and blogs. We have 24/7 support who are really helpful to help anyone get set up running Hummingbot and trade. So we definitely welcome and would be happy to have members of the NEMP community get involved and become part of our community as well.
Well, thank you, Carlo, for reminding us that. Remember, guys, this is not that hard and it's the future. We invite you to join. Well, my name is Alexis Trujillo, and I thank again Carlo Las Marias from Hummingbot, a new gateway for our blockchain to join the DeFi movement. Thank you, Carlo. My name is Alexis Trujillo. See you all, guys. Bye-bye.